You are the sea!
Level 1. Terrified, pressed soul. The thunder of cannon shatters the night as black sails rise over your merchant vessel like wings of doom. You wake chained in the stinking hold of a pirate ship, blood trickling into your eyes, the taste of gunpowder, rum, and raw fear thick on your tongue. The ship pitches violently in the storm, waves slamming the hull like fists. You claw free from your irons during the chaos of the boarding. Salt's gray hits like a whip, soaking your torn clothes within seconds, while the deck above erupts with cutlass clashes, pistol cracks, and the wild laughter of men who have already chosen death over mercy. Towering masts blot out the stars, their tattered sails cracking like thunder. The air reeks of tar, sweat, and blood. With nothing but a stolen knife and fading daylight, you stumble across the heaving deck, ropes snapping at your ankles as panic claws at your chest. Every shadow hides a blade. As night falls like a black curtain, the sea awakens fully. Glowing plankton lights the waves like ghostly fire. Distant cannon fire rumbles, and a low growl from the captain echoes far too close. You huddle behind a water barrel, shaking uncontrollably, whispering desperate prayers while rain hammers the deck above. This is your first endless night aboard the pirate ship, and the terrifying truth sinks in. No rescue is coming. No one even knows you're here. You are now one of them, or you are dead.
Level 2. Desperate Scavenger. You survive that first brutal night somehow, but hunger and exhaustion now gnaw at you like the sea itself is trying to claim you. The air stays thick with salt and gun smoke as you crawl through the crowded lower deck, desperately licking rainwater from the sails and tasting weevil-infested hardtack only after watching the ship's rats eat it first. Your hands bleed from rope burns while you drag broken barrels and tattered canvas to build a hidden nest between crates that barely keeps the spray off your shivering body. One desperate dawn, you spot a fat rat near the bilge. With shaking hands, you snatch it, kill it quickly, and eat the raw meat despite the metallic taste that makes you gag. Yet the tiny burst of strength lets you keep moving. The constant creak of timbers and sudden shouts keep your nerves razor sharp. Every shadow feels like a cutlass waiting to strike. A burly pirate's curse freezes you in place for long, terrifying minutes, forcing you to hide motionless until he passes. Still, a fragile spark of determination flickers inside you. You made it through another savage day. You start carving tiny marks on the mainmast to remember your path, whispering to yourself that you are no longer just prey, though the ocean laughs at the thought with another wave crashing over the rail.
Level 3. Resourceful Rigor. Your hands grow calloused and your instincts sharpen as you begin fighting back against the wild sea instead of just surviving it. Using a stolen marlin spike as a tool and tough hemp as rope, you repair torn sails high in the rigging, weaving new patches that finally hold against the relentless storms. The pure satisfaction of staying mostly dry for the first time in days warms you deeper than any rum could. You learn to tie knots that hold in any gale and discover which sails catch the best wind. Yet danger never sleeps. One midnight, a massive wave slams the ship, nearly throwing you into the black water, and you wake screaming as you cling to the ratlines, heart exploding. The sea is teaching its harshest lessons now, and you are finally listening, turning from a helpless prisoner into someone who can carve out a fragile place among the crew. Each small victory, a repaired sail, a drier hammock, builds a quiet confidence, even as the waves continue to hammer the hull, and unseen eyes watch from the shadows of the deck.
Level 4. Forager and Fire Starter. Calluses cover your palms, and your eyes now scan every island and cove with purpose instead of panic. You confidently identify safe fruits, coconuts, and fresh water by their smell and the way seabirds gather, avoiding the poisonous ones that once nearly killed you. After days of painful trial and error, blistered hands, and failed attempts, you finally mastered the flint and steel technique, striking sparks until smoke curls and a precious flame roars to life on a deserted beach during a shore raid. The first warm fire you kindle under a palm frond lean-to feels like a personal victory against the entire ocean. Its crackle pushes back the darkness, while you roast fish, seabirds, and roots over the flames. The smell of cooked meat fills the humid night air, and sends strength surging back into your tired muscles. You are no longer merely enduring the pirate life. You are starting to claim small pieces of it, building a tiny camp that feels almost like freedom. Still, the distant thunder of a rival ship reminds you that true mastery is still many hard, painful lessons away, and you sleep with one eye open beside the glowing embers.
Level 5, Raider of the Waves. You step into a new realm of survival, crafting your first cutlass from a broken sword and a sharpened blade lashed tight with leather. Crouching silently in a longboat at dawn, you wait motionless for hours, muscles burning, until you leap aboard a fat merchant ship and claim your first prize, the thrill of fresh loot and freedom rushing through your veins like liquid fire. You set simple ambushes for supply ships and learn to move across decks with growing quietness, bare feet reading every plank and rope. Scars from blades and bullets now mark your body like hard-earned badges of honor. The endless sea no longer feels only like an enemy. It is slowly revealing its secrets to you, the survivor bold enough to take them. Larger pirate crews have noticed your rising presence, though, and you now sleep with your cutlass never far from your side, the balance of power shifting ever so slightly in your favor with each successful raid.
Level 6, Skilled Navigator. Your senses have become razor-sharp weapons, reading the sea like an open chart written in stars, currents, and bird flights. Fresh wakes in the water tell you exactly which ships passed and how recently. Distant sails and cloud patterns guide your steps with new confidence across vast oceans. You craft better tools, a stronger sextant from stolen brass, a reliable compass, and a knife from ship's iron, and navigate using the sun's position, wave direction, and moss on northern rocks. When a venomous jellyfish stings without warning from the depths, your reflexes snap fast enough to cut the tentacles and end the threat cleanly. The constant fear has transformed into focused alertness, and you feel a deepening respect for the wild ocean that once tried to destroy you. You move almost silently now, part raider and part ghost of the waves, though one careless moment could still send everything crashing down in an instant. Level 7, Pirate Warrior. Your body is now lean, powerful, and covered in scars that tell the full story of every battle won against the sea and its predators. You face down serious threats head-on, a prowling rival pirate captain in a heart-stopping standoff where you stand your ground with cutlass raised until he backs away, a sudden hurricane that forces you to lash yourself to the mast for safety, and an infected wound you treat successfully with medicinal herbs found on a hidden island. You defend your growing reputation fiercely, expanding your influence with smarter ambushes and stronger alliances. When a mutinous crew tries to seize your ship in a chaotic, bloody fight, you drive them off with fire, steel, and a roar of pure defiance. Pride burns hot in your chest as you stand at the helm under a sky full of stars, the ocean's full symphony of waves, wind, and distant cannon fire rising around you. You are no longer fighting just to survive. You are becoming a true force upon the waves, respected and feared in equal measure by every sailor who hears your name. Level 8, Master Mariner. The sea has become your domain rather than your prison. You command a fast, well-armed sloop with multiple hidden coves, a secret rum cache, and small planted gardens on remote islands where you cultivate fresh food and medicine. Your deep knowledge of winds, tides, and hidden passages lets you strike anywhere and vanish like smoke. Most crews now give your black flag a wide berth, sensing the apex predator you have grown into. As storms, the endless rolling waves, and the constant threat of betrayal no longer break you. They are simply part of the rhythm you have learned to ride like an old friend. You thrive where others would perish in days, moving across the ocean with quiet power. Yet you remain eternally vigilant. The sea is never fully tamed, only respected with unyielding caution and hard-won wisdom.
Level 9, Lord of the Caribbean. You now command respect across thousands of miles of treacherous sea that you know as intimately as your own heartbeat. You move like a living shadow between islands and shipping lands, harvesting wealth without waste and expanding your hidden stronghold deep within the emerald coves, complete with fortified hideouts, reliable spy networks, and hidden treasure caches. Rival crews avoid open confrontation entirely, and even the few remote governors who cross your path speak of you later with wary awe after witnessing your unmatched skill. Your body and mind work in perfect harmony with the ocean's pulse. Wind, tide, moon, and seasons, all bending to the pirate you have forged through blood and steel. Very few threats remain that can truly shake you, yet you never grow complacent. True mastery means understanding that the sea always holds one final hidden storm in reserve, waiting for the day you might forget its power. Level 10. Legend of the Seven Seas. You stand high on the quarterdeck of your legendary flagship, the undisputed Legend of the Seven Seas, overlooking the vast blue kingdom that once tried to claim your life and nearly succeeded. The same wild ocean that terrified you on that first captured night now obeys your quiet command, providing endless plunder, safe harbors, loyal crews, and absolute freedom. You have built a hidden empire of fortified islands, unstoppable fleets, cultivated alliances, and total mastery over your domain, a place where you live in perfect balance with the dangerous, beautiful world you conquered. Stories of the mysterious captain who became one with the sea may someday reach the history books, but you no longer care about that old life of merchants, laws, and safety. The waves keep rolling, the cannons still thunder in the distance, the wind still sings its eternal song. Yet now it is all yours, the dark, dangerous, breathtaking dream of total freedom finally realized in the heart of the ocean you have become. You are no longer a stranger here. You are the sea.